taking a departure from the space shuttle and the Corsair. I think I need a vacation from it for a minute, for a little bit. I'll work on the Corsair and the space shuttle tonight, later, tomorrow or the next day. I have been working on them. I just wanted a break. And this came in the mail today. Gundam kit. I was looking at the Gundam store website online, and I found this kit for $10.70. And I've never built a Gundam, well, I shouldn't say I've never built a Gundam model before. I have built Gundam models before, but that was 15 years ago, 10 years ago. In fact, one's half assembled in a box in my stash someplace. I should really pull it out and finish it, because really old model. But been curious about these for a while. This is a high-grade kit. I did some research. I know what the difference between the grade kits are. I think this is 1/100 scale. I don't know. Again, I paid $10 for it, so it was, well, let's just say this. For 10 bucks, it'll be a good starter kit, a good kit to play with, to see what all the Gundam stuff's about. I'm going to build it out of box. I'm not going to paint it. The only thing I might do is use my micron pens that are sitting out here. I got my thinner sitting behind me, and clippers, files. That's it. I'm going to see if I can build this kit this way and see what the results are. Mainly because I do have some good Gundam kits in my stash, and I want to see what the Gundam kits are about. Good experimental kit to try that on. Okay? Plus, I think it looks kind of neat, and we'll see what the results are without paint. Don't know. Might do some weathering on it when it's done, might not, but I'm going to highlight the panel lines with micron markers. So let's take a look at what's inside the box. I'm going to go ahead and move the camera to a different position, so I'll be back in a sec. Okay, got the camera on the kit. Pardon the light right there. It's from my desk illumination to highlight what we're looking at a little bit better. So let me open it up. Now I have opened it, but I haven't opened any of the plastic baggies. Okay, we have a destruction sheet. Pardon my bad phrasing. We have an instructions sheet here. Okay, this is a MS-14FS. I'm not going to try to say that right there. Marine kit. It's 1/144 scale. Now I know what size this kit's in. Okay. We have full color insert to show me how the thing's supposed to look when it's done. Shots from the show. Okay. More full color back here. It does have a painting guide if I decide I want to paint it, but I don't speak Japanese, so I don't know any of that. I could try to mix up some paints, I guess, and paint it if I felt like it, but again, this is experiment. I want to see what this kit looks like with little or no paint. I might paint a little bit of it, but I really doubt it. I want to try to build this in one evening. And we open it up. It's 4-page instructions. Okay? We have 4 pages of instructions. You'll notice up here that I did some handwriting on the instruction sheet. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay. The instructions are all in Japanese. So I was watching video on HobbyLink TV's channel, and they explained what some of these symbols meant. So I wrote down what they were, so I didn't have to keep looking at the video to see. Don't know what all the rest of the symbols are. I don't speak Japanese. I got a friend who does, so I might ask him. He will tell me. Let's set that aside and see what else is in the box. Okay. We have 2 sprues in this bag. We have a multicolor sprue here. I don't know if that's done with different on the same injection molding machine, or if it is done separately and they're attached. There's a sprue of polycaps there. We have another color bit with stickers. It's one of the things that worry me about Gundam kits, stickers. I'm not a big sticker fan. And then we have another bag of sprues. There's quite a few sprue in this kit. So what I'm going to do is stop the camera for a minute. I'm going to pull it and work it freehand. I'm going to lay all these sprues out and take a look at them and see if the mold lines are crisp or whatever. So I'll be back in a second. Okay. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sprues on this kit, and 7 if you count the polycaps. I haven't played with polycaps since old Robotech Revel model kits. So this ought to be fun. And looking at the sprues, we can see there are some mold details on them. Okay. I don't see any bad mold marks. I just saw one on this part right here, but it's not bad. I've seen much worse mold marks. There's one on there too. I've seen much worse mold marks on other kits. Much worse. Okay. Looking along here, this is pretty much an identical sprue to that one. We get here and we get the hands. It gives you, I think, yes, 4 different hands. Some to hold the beam sabers. I'm going to do some painting on the beam saber handles, I think, because I don't think I'm going to leave them just one color like that. And let's see, anything else worth mentioning? We have parts of his head here. And his feet. Okay. And moving on to the next sprue. This is apparently parts of the body. And I can already tell I am going to do a little bit of painting on this, because when you looked at the illustration, it showed rocket nozzles with red interiors. And there's the rocket nozzles. They do not have red interiors, and I like the look of the red interior. So I might do a teeny bit of painting on this, but it'll be brush painting. It'll be probably when I'm done putting it together, to be honest with you. But here we have his main gun. And we do have details in these parts. And I was wondering about this for a long time right here. Are these snapped together at the factory, or is this mold? This is all one injection molded thing here. These are different colors being injection molded together on one sprue. Really interesting to me, because I haven't seen that with anything other than a Bandai kit. And we have our last sprue up here with another gun. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to say, ooh, there's another bad spot right there. So it isn't going to look the greatest without a paint job on it. You know, some of that may get hidden. I might do some very light sanding with a high grit sandpaper and see if that'll take that out. But looking at that one right there, I think that one's pretty near catastrophically bad without a good sand job and a good paint job. I mean, fill job. I don't think that seam's going to go away. And it's, oh, the part next to it has the same thing. So maybe that's molded in. Maybe that's supposed to be that way. I don't know. Well, there we go. There's the kit. I didn't go over the stickers, so let me get the stickers here. There's the stickers. There are 3 stickers on this kit. Okay? Now, I'm going to get started. I'm not going to film building this kit. I'm going to stop only if I find something troublesome to report it. And if I don't find anything troublesome, you will see me and hear from me again once the kit is built, and I'll give you final thoughts. Because, you know, this is supposed to be an evening build. I had a rare evening free, and I'm tired of working on the other kits for a bit. So I wanted to see if I could do this. So I'll be back in a little bit. Okay, I just wanted to give you guys an update. And show you what I'm seeing. I'm seeing some seam problems right along there, but they're not major problems. That can almost be blended in. And I'm almost willing to bet if I glued those 2 pieces together and squeezed it really hard and sanded that lightly, you wouldn't even know there was a seam there. The top part of the seam from this view will be hidden. Okay. In the back, you can see where the part came together. Bad right here. It's real bad right here, and another spot that's real bad is right up here at the top. Although you can't see it too well in this one, you sure can see it in this one. That it's not staying together very well. But I am overall surprised. Well, there's a bad seam right there. At how well this thing is going together and how well those seams are not too apparent. Okay. Give me some time with a little bit of glue and there wouldn't be seams on this. That is making me very happy. Another thing about this thing's fairly modular, and being a snap kit, if I wanted to, I could pull this thing apart and paint it. I mean, I really could pull this thing apart and paint it. with little or no masking, so that is a consideration going through my mind. I might build it, let it sit on the shelf until I feel like doing a little bit of masking and painting, and paint her later. I mean, this thing, let's put it this way, I am not disappointed in this kit so far, having put together just his legs. Up next are the arms and the torso and the backpack on his back. If I don't have any problem, again, I'm only going to come back if I have problems or just something I want to shout out about. This has been an okay build. It's not going quickly, I will admit that. I've been at it, that took me about 2 hours to do, an hour and a half. That's because I'm being pretty uptight about my trimming and sanding. So if I ever do decide to paint this thing, that little spot right there will disappear. And if I do paint it, I don't know if I'll keep it this color. Well, anyhow, be back later.